Hi everyone, I'm Ed Oswald with WeatherStationAdvisor.com. Today we're going to talk about how to program your Midland weather radio. In front of me here I have the Midland WR400 weather radio model. This is our recommendation for the top weather radio out there on Amazon. Gets great reviews. It's also very easy to program. But if you're having a little bit of trouble, watch this video and I will tell you how to do that. Before we get started though, do want to remind you, make sure you do install the batteries. It does take 4 AA's. I have it unplugged here just to show you, but you should have it plugged into AC power. You never want to be without a weather radio when severe weather strikes. You also don't need to know the same codes. They're actually inside the radio here. If you own another Midland radio or another brand weather radio, we do have a link below here that you can find those same codes if you need them. All right, everyone, let's go through the setup with the WR400. Real easy to do. When you first plug in the weather radio, you're going to start right at the quick start. Hit enter to start that, and you're going to first set your language. You're going to get 3 options there, either English, French, or Spanish. I'm going to select English and press enter. Next, you're going to set the location for where you want the weather radio to alert you for. If you hit enter, by default, it's any. This means any weather alert for any county covered by the transmitter you select. It will set off the weather radio. During severe weather events, that's going to be quite annoying. So what we tell you to do is use the single option. I will point out real quickly here that it also has a multiple option. If you live on the edge of a county, maybe you want to put the next county over. That way you get a little bit more advanced notice of severe weather. For the purposes of our example here, we're going to use the single option. Press enter for that. It takes you right to the first slot for memory. 01 empty. Obviously it's going to be empty since we're first setting up the weather radio. What you want to do is hit enter. You're going to be presented with 2 country options, either USA or Canada. We hit USA, hit enter, and next it's going to go to the states. We are in Pennsylvania, so you want to scroll through these options here. And hit enter. Next here we have the county options. I'm in Berks, so we go to Berks and hit enter. Now you're going to want to set the time here. It is 1:15, so what I'm going to do is hit enter, and then what you want to do this time is hit the right button, not enter, but the right button. That goes to the minutes, and then we go to 1:15. All right, with that done, press enter. Now you're going to go to the channel setting options. We've included a link that I want you to click on to see which stations are closest to you. Pick 2, the one that is closest and the one that's second closest, because sometimes, like me, you have to go to the second closest transmitter because it just comes in a little bit better. You want a real strong signal in order for the weather radio to work properly. Hit enter, and your weather radio will come on. Mine has 2 options. This is actually the closest transmitter, but as you can see, I'm not getting any signal. So what I have to do is go to the next one, and you see that has a much stronger signal. You can also hear the weather radio itself.
York and Lancaster counties, including the cities of York and Lancaster. Tonight.
What you do is hit enter, and once you do that, it's already set up. So you have nothing else to do here. It's set up, and you can just leave it go. Usually, most transmitters will have a test broadcast from 10 to 12 noon on Wednesdays. If there's severe weather, they won't run that, but you can always find out if your weather radio is working properly by watching for those test transmissions. But other than that, that's it, and that's how you set up your weather radio.
Then becoming partly cloudy. A chance of thunderstorms until midnight. A chance of showers. Lows in the lower 50s. Northwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain